Hey y'all, welcome back. All right, you guys, I might be a little challenged in this reading. I don't know. I'm feeling a need to put out a message. I have no idea, of course, what's about to come up, but I've not received any serious downloads, but I just feel a pull to the table, but I'm not 100%. So I have to fight through this, you all, like we're all fighting. I have to stay connected, as we all should, but in order to get messages out, I always feel I need to be in some sort of like perfect condition to do so. But you know, at the end of the day, I am channeling, so I just would allow Spirit to use me as I am. And here we go, y'all. So thank you all for being here. Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? Please and thank you. Oh, y'all, the card, see, I told you. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana. Like, I can just show you a bit before, you know, the spread gets out of control. But y'all bear with me on this. What do you have for the collective, Holy Spirit? Dang. I heard impending doom and then I heard disaster. Y'all know I do not like to start out like that. But again, I asked Holy Spirit to use me as that vessel to get the messages out. So let's see what this is about, y'all. Holy Spirit, what other information do you have for the collective at this time? Challenging times. But like, you know, we've heard this before, so no surprise there. I mean, just look around, right? What else, Spirit? Now, there could be something very important that comes from this reading. I don't want you all to get discouraged that, oh, it's so negative. No. As long as you're on the right path, you don't have to worry about any infractions, inflictions, you know. But just stick around for the message. There's going to be a message here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have showed up right now. All right, thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get these cards together. Anything else, Spirit, as we gather the energies together? All right, so I heard collectiveness and some sort of resonation, not resonation, but resonating with a collective. I hear a vapor, but if there's a phrase like that that contains the word vapor, but a vapor, something like that, y'all. I've never used that, so I'm not even sure. But the vapor, like I'm hearing vapor of smoke. I'm hearing pillar. But there is something surrounding like a vehicle or maybe on a highway or roadway, expressway. But it feels like stranded energy, like just people kind of being stranded on a highway, and it's cold. So I'm like, okay, but I don't see like snow on the ground that would cause, you know, this kind of infraction I'm hearing again. So it's given an evacuation to me right now, and how, you know, the cars seem to all be on one side of like traveling northbound, and then the southbound is like completely clear, because that's like the way into danger and people trying to leave danger. That's kind of what I'm seeing, y'all. Not kind of, but that's the energy surrounding. All right, y'all, let's cut these cards and let's get into this message, see what's here, y'all. All right. I know something's going on, y'all. I know something is going on because I can feel it within my own surroundings, my body, my spirit, my soul. Like something's off. Something ain't right, y'all. But again, to know... to be in the know is better than not knowing, y'all. So let's see what's happening. So we have the Tower card at the bottom of the deck. Let me pause, y'all, because I just need to see. I just want to ask Spirit, and I want you all to be my witness. if this is personal to me, like, you know, or is this actually like the collective, because I am getting collective energy, but I just want to be sure, because I don't want to, you know, steer y'all in the wrong direction. Of course, I never want to ever take that stance here, but there's something pulling at me. I just need to know, is this for me? So Holy Spirit, is this personal to me and my situation? Well, I know my yeses and my nos by now with this. It never fails me when I ask that, just to tune my pendulum. But let me just go ahead and tune it. Y'all bear with me. I said that in the beginning. We got to get through this, see what this is. All right, so Spirit, I'm gonna ask a yes question, or just show me yes. Holy Spirit, show me yes. All right, y'all, that's always my yes. All right, Spirit, show me no, just for the sake of tuning. Show me no. And that's my no. All right, Spirit. So just for me to know if this reading is personally for me, just based on what I've been feeling, or is this a collective energy? I'm gonna ask: is this message that is about to come forth, is it for the collective of energies? Is this a collective energy, Spirit? That's my yes, y'all. Let me see if it stays yes. Sometimes it'll veer. That's a solid yes. All right, y'all. So this is for the collective. I just had to be sure, y'all. Because if y'all are like me, then y'all are kind of going through your own little set of whatever. So, and again, I never approach this bench, quote unquote, if I'm not up to par, but I'm still not up to par, but I was being pulled here. So, and I already, as always, I ask that my ego be put to the side, because I don't want to hear from what I think. You know, I never want to do that in a reading, period. All right, divinely led. So Holy Spirit, tell me more about this Tower card reverse. What is this? I wanted to say, what are we entering into? Because that's what I felt like I wanted to say at the time of asking about this Tower. But Holy Spirit, tell me more about this Tower, please. And thank you. I'm hearing guardianship. Oh. So that would mean there's a divine energy coming through to knock all this shit over, whatever all that is in reference with the guardianship. It's a guardianship energy. Is that for the light or for the dark? That's my question as a reader. Is the guardianship for the light or for the dark? Tell me more, please. Okay, I heard guardianship of the heavens. The heavens. Okay, all right, y'all. So they're coming to knock all this shit over. Is the understanding with the Tower card energy. Can you provide me a little bit more information about the they and the we's and all that, Spirit? Make it a little bit more plain for me, please. I'm just seeing a generic image of a UFO. That's it, plain and simple. That's all I saw. Like, it's almost like kind of cartoony, generic. Like if somebody were making fun of UFOs, like that's what I'm being shown. But maybe that's the thing. It's like it's game time. All of that's over with. Like no more games here. Like all the playtime is over, y'all. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing the ruler. Master agilitator. I don't even know if that's a word. Master agilitator. Maybe it's something surrounding that. Because now I'm getting like energy of somebody who's highly decorated. Like they have all the badges, all the honorees, all of that. That's what I'm kind of getting. I heard tiptoe. So tiptoe means to me somebody's being crept on, like snuck up on, like, okay. All right, y'all, that's the bottom of the deck energy for what we're about to get into with this Tower card. So let's go ahead and start revealing what else is here on the table. I heard compromise just now. So I feel like that has to do with a lot of people in your own situations being compromised some sort of way. Everybody is compromised at this time. But with the Justice card here, it, you know, it leads me to believe that this is in our favor. Whatever is about to come through, game time over, with the tiptoe sneaking up sort of energy, is justice for all. And then right next to that, go figure, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. So the first thing I point out is somebody who wants their way, but they're not going to have their way this time around. They've been having their way for quite some time, whoever they are. They've been that, okay, so I'm hearing ruler, dictatorship. So whoever's in this Queen of Wands reverse energy is no more. So it's giving me Queen Elizabeth energy too, like the passing of, like once, you know, the body, the vessel is no longer here. So, you know, it's like there's whatever, let me just say, I wasn't going to say that, but it's there. Okay, so whatever demonic entity was possessing something like a Queen Elizabeth for many, many years, that the name was passed on, and so was that demonic presence or energy. There's no vessel to continue that on. And I'm hearing legacy. So I'm being asked, I guess, you know, not I guess, but, you know, internally, maybe my higher self is asking me this, but I'm being asked as a reader, have you not noticed any changes? So now I'm sitting here reflecting on, okay, I don't watch the news like that, you guys. Like, I'll hear of it when y'all hear of it, sort of thing, when it comes to media. But I'm trying to think of, have I noticed anything? I'm not even sure. Like, is it, I don't think it's anything significant. It's like a big fight broke out or something like that. But I'm hearing as quiet as kept. So, as quiet as kept, y'all. I will say, I did happen to run across a clip of Joe Biden, and it just seems so mechanical, like his presence, even down to his eye blinking and what's even behind his eyelids, just seemed like it wasn't like a genuine physical eyeball, if I can say that. Like, it's just something about that whole makeup. Now that I think about it, so if I'm being asked if I haven't, you know, noticed anything different, that would be one thing. Like, I don't follow politics like that, or the president, Joe Biden, like I don't, you know, to keep up with his speeches and whatever he's saying this time around. But just when I saw him, something just seemed like really off. Like, are we supposed to fall for this sort of thing? You know, kind of like that. Like, that's not really flesh and blood. Like, if you cut him right now, like, what's gonna come out? Is it gonna be blood full of oxygen? Or is it gonna be like some kind of unknown liquid? Like, what's gonna happen? That's how I was kind of perceiving. I wasn't going through that at the time of watching that, but that kind of played in my mind, like post seeing him on the TV screen. Like, yeah, something just seemed weird about that. But anyway. All right, thank you for that, Spirit. Y'all, let's keep going. I don't know, have you all noticed anything? And I'm hearing as quiet as kept. So maybe it's something that you noticed, but you just kind of shuffled it to the back burner, you know? In regards to what, Spirit? Like, specifically, like, what general category? Like, you don't see that? What is that, Spirit? What does it have to do with? So politics. So it's something surrounding politics. And I figured if we're talking about, you know, me being shown like a generic quote unquote UFO, like, you know, it's like if that has something to do with a higher realm energy coming, or whatever that is. I don't know how that manifests into the 3D. I have no idea. But it's almost as if, are we waiting for something to just kind of hover and float above, you know, us? I don't think that's how that works. But maybe that's the quietest kept energy, and then the tiptoe reference. Okay, so I heard changes are afloat. I don't use the word afloat, so I mean, I feel like obviously this is like a calm before the storm, but just something in my spirit, man, is just kind of vexed, y'all. So anyway, let me keep going with this. So we have the Two of Swords here, but on top of that are two cards. I'm gonna go ahead and turn those over. I feel like there's more information here, so we'll kind of leave a bookmark with the Justice card and the Queen of Wands reverse. Let's turn these two cards over. Okay, so ooh, here we go, y'all. Look at this. The Nine of Swords reverse and the Ten of Swords reverse on top of the Two of Swords here. So so with the Two of Swords, it's giving me vindication energy. But then look at the darkness, y'all. Look at the Tower card, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Look at that darkness. Maybe that was the impending doom that I heard in the beginning. But Spirit, what is this? Tell me. Okay, so I'm hearing necromancy. I think necromancy has to do with channeling of energies that have passed over. But we did talk about a passing here with the Queen of Wands reverse, Queen Elizabeth reference a vessel is no longer here to be able to incorporate whatever demonic entity that has been passing along for so long. Definitely connected to politics. But it's giving me rulership. Okay, so this is concern over dictatorship, rulership here is what I'm getting. That Two of Swords would represent, a decision. But I feel like this is like the people versus whoever's in this dark energy here. The people, Two of Swords versus this. The people don't have a lot to go off of because that's a depiction of the Two of Swords. They're blindfolded. Let me show you. And then they're just shielding themselves. It's the moon in the background. They're blindfolded. There's not a lot to go off to make this decision. But I feel like that's as quiet as kept here. But it's like, as if those swords were being protected, but it's like if you were able to see, you don't even want to be able to acknowledge what you have been shown at that point. Like you wouldn't even be in a place to wrap your head around what it is that's being shown to you. And I feel like that has to do with behind these closed doors of politics or the vessels, the entities that possess, the characters that say that, they're going to show up and represent you, collective, as XYZ. But, of course, that's not ever how it is or how it plays out or how it's supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, they are just that. They're representatives, right? So I would say with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords reverse that, I'm hearing captive. So possibly a lot of these politicians are being held captive. I don't know if there's something about a lot of politicians passing away unexpectedly. Is there something going on with that? Because that's kind of what I'm getting now, energy surrounding that. These people are stuck in their homes sweating bullets. Like they're having nightmares, like something's chasing them. Like they can't really function daily. Like, are they calling in sick to work? Like when they show like the House of Representatives, are there like empty chairs because people didn't show? Like, what is that energy? That's what I'm getting y'all behind the scenes here. Because they're in a panic. They're being dealt with. It's almost as if they're being forced to work for free. Like imagine you and I collective, like if we definitely or we're in a place where we had to show up to work and we weren't getting paid, we'd be disgruntled. We like wouldn't want to go. But it's like somebody's like forcing you to go. So it's like you can't really fight back. You can't really say anything because your life is in danger. That's what I'm getting here. So I would imagine like these politicians, they're going through it. Their family is noticing that there's something wrong with them. Like they're being hunted, but it's not where you and I can see that they're being hunted. Yeah, there we are. Can you shut your door, please? And I heard just now, that reminded me just now, I heard before I came to the reading, I said it's time to get serious. This is what I was being told, but I thought it was me personally, like I need to get myself together. And that's why I pulled out that pendulum, is to make sure this wasn't a personal thing for me and that this was a collective energy. But I heard it's time to get serious. Spirit, tell me more about this Nine of Cups. What is the Nine of Cups? I'm hearing explanation here. But the Nine of Cups in the upright just speaks to somebody who doesn't have to, they don't have to tell you why, when, where, how. To them, they've got it made. They're sitting pretty comfortable. I heard high off the hog when I saw this card initially, but you know, it's the energy of taking from people and you don't owe them any kind of explanation. But I feel like this has to do with that underlying of the representatives, the people who you vote into office. You know, once they get in there, then they say, well, they don't owe you jack. Because you're there at the town hall like, well, what about this? What about that? And they're sitting behind the little podium like, okay, we'll make a note of this. It's like they're always writing down something, but it's like, are they doing anything about it? Like these are people, like these are the subordinates to the ones who were elected in the office. You know what I mean? Like this isn't the representative of the mayor, right? Or the city official. It's the people underneath even who are forced to continue on with this. I'm hearing legacy of lies and BS is what I heard. Like all of that is like it's on some sort of autopilot energy, but you're dealing with citizens. You're dealing with people who have concerns about, you know, how their town is being run and, you know, their wages and discriminations and they're tired, boss, you know? But these people who are elected, it's like, you know, they get into office and then something just takes over their vessel. So I feel like these are the same people who are now going through this Nine of Swords reverse and this Ten of Swords. They just want to end it now. But it's almost as if they get elected into these things and it's like they sign a contract. When they say, I want to be the representative of Illinois, you know, and I was getting another state specifically, but it escapes me. I feel like it was like Alabama or something like that. So the state of Alabama could be of importance for something here. I'm seeing a little feminine guy. I don't mean this, I'm not being disparaging, but he's like really like, I don't know to call him racist, but he's not a favorable person when it comes to like things being like balanced out between, you know, what's right and what's wrong. Like he's like a major supporter of Trump. Andy, I think is his name. He's a redhead. I keep seeing his face. Like I've not even studied him long enough to be able to say who he is, what his name is, what state he represents, but he keeps showing up in my face right now. I feel like it's okay. So if they're connected possibly to Trump, they're the ones that are going through this because this is connected to this hierarchy energy that's, I'm hearing disposal. So maybe this has to do with the whole Key Largo thing with the files that were found recently. That kind of went quiet, or did it? I don't know. Y'all, I'm not into politics like that. I could care less because I know they don't really actually care about us. So, but this is where this conversation's going with the channel energy. So I'm just going with it. So, I feel like in summary, those representatives who do get into office and they start playing like, you know, like, my name is, you know, there's like they become some sort of robot. That's because, you know, their vessel's empty. They've been inhabited by these demonic entities, but they're the ones that are suffering now because they know some sort of tower of impending doom, I heard, is coming down. But I was shown that UFO energy, however that manifests in our 3D world, is possibly just fifth dimensional, of course. But maybe there's some sort of other kind of phenomenon energy coming through. Something that we've never, ever seen before. It could be. Maybe these people come up missing. Maybe it's just going to be like gobs of them coming up missing, you guys. If you hear news about politicians coming up missing or injured, like badly, not wishing anything, not wishing any ill will on anyone, y'all. But this is what I was getting earlier with like the travesty. I'm hearing travesty. I don't think I said that, but I just wanted to make record of that. But the northbound, southbound energy of like some sort of evacuation. Like people are trying to get out, but it's like there is so many of them that it's like it's clutter, or it's stopping like the movement, almost as if they're trapped on this highway. It doesn't have to be a literal highway, but whatever road journey that they're on, they've been on it together, but now they're trying to collectively leave together. You know, the ones that want to get out, right? Because there's a tower here. They know there's something coming. So could it be trickle down energy from the Trump Largo stuff that I mentioned? Maybe. Are they being haunted in the spiritual? I'm pretty sure. You know, everybody has to go through, you know, the balancing, right? Nobody is off limits when it comes to that. Justice card, I've been mentioning balance, not, you know, the justice is right here. So hello. All right, y'all, let's turn these remaining cards over. I'm starting to feel a little better now with clarity with getting this out, but it was on me, y'all. It was something on me, heavy. But I'm starting to lighten up. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles on the side. So this would have to do with equal distribution, but it's on the side. But I feel like this tower is like a whole domino effect. Where the tower falls, these people have to fess up. They have to get lost. They have to balance things out with the Justice card. And then leading on into, you know, okay, so now we can go ahead and start with the reparations. People are owed things here. People have been held back on here. That's the Six of Pentacles. But I mentioned like going to town hall and speaking with city leaders, but nothing's being done. It's like, I'm tired, boss. Like people are tired. And I heard it was like a continuation of lies here when it comes to, you know, electing your next city council representative. You know, it's like a song and dance every year. It's almost as if it's a ritual being performed with the whole election process. Like, could it be? Why wouldn't spells be tied to an election, right? Why not? I mean, how else are we being controlled and governed here? Like, what's really going on here? Like, would you put it past them that they're doing spells on cities and towns and elections and just to keep order and control? Like, do you not really think that they're not doing that? Like, come on, y'all. And I heard it's quiet as kept. Like, Queen of Wands reverse. There we go. There's the spell energy right there. There they are. Justice is here. Whew. All right, y'all, one more card. One more card. I feel so much better, y'all. Golly. We got the Three of Swords right here. Three of Swords has to do with sadness, heartbreak, people not being able to get over things. So it sounds like maybe recently there's been a lot of damage done here, possibly more than, you know, if we look past on, you know, previous years, not to mention COVID, but I feel like COVID is just basically a lead up, like a predecessor to this Tower card energy. Because I feel like a lot of balls were just kind of handed around, fumbled, alley-oop. Nobody, I mean, people are scoring, but it's not the team that you want to score, right? Like they're doing all these amazing plays on us. But now that Justice here, the scales balancing, now they're going through their own, I'm hearing self-infliction here, and I heard wounds. Self-inflicting wounds, so maybe they're going to take themselves out. Maybe we're going to see like a little surge of that kind of energy happening with these politicians and leaders and, you know, who were supposed to be in position to help. I'm hearing mastermind. I mean, everybody got to pay, y'all. I said that early on. It don't matter what your title is. I don't care if you're a pastor of a church. Everybody got to pay. If you do wrong, Things have to balance out. Justice card. I want to know more about this Three of Swords, though. Like, specifically, what is this about, Spirit? Tell me more. I'm hearing generational curse, y'all. Period. Period. We were talking about legacy with the politicians and the Queen Elizabeth energy just running from vessel to vessel. Like, of all the Queen Elizabeths, how many were there? I don't know. That was mentioned, though, in the channeling. I'm hearing ruthless. So that's the energy of people who don't care. Fuck what you feel. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. But that's the energy. Like, they don't care. They don't care how you feel. But we were talking about that with these people that are elected. They'll make you think that they care, but they don't care. I'm being asked, well, who is the Queen of Wands in your town? Who's the Queen of Wands in reverse in your town? Somebody's asking me that. And I'm like, I don't, kick it with people like that. I don't go rub elbows with a lot of people. So I don't know. Maybe if I did a little digging and start looking at people's images who run the city, I could look right at the picture and say, oh, is that the Queen of Wands? Right. But it's probably going to be someone in the background. It's probably not going to be anyone who has an elected official title. It's somebody who's lingering in the background of every photo or something. And you're like, why are they here? Why are they always here? Like, what do they do? Well, there you go, y'all, collective. That's for you. That's for you. That's even at your job. That's in your neighborhood parties, events, whatever. If you see that person and they're always there, but they have no title, they don't speak, they don't talk, you don't know why, that's who the Queen of Wands is. That's who that is. But that's specifically in your life even. You just want to know, why are they always here? Like, why? What do they do? These are the ones. I don't know what this is for you, collective, but that's how we're ending this. And just something to kind of think about. But you know what, Spirit, I can't leave like this. I got up out my chair and everything, y'all. Can't leave it like this. What I need to know preventive measures. What else is cautionary here that we can continue to, stay 10 steps ahead, y'all. We're doing good. I know that's the energy. They're proud of us. We're doing an awesome job here of just staying afloat or staying on top of things, remaining inside of the boat, But I need to know now, like, what's happening with the Queen of Wands. Like, is it what? I mean, what? Spirit, tell me more, please. Okay, so I'm hearing captive, captate, but I felt like it was when the boat capsized, when the boat turns over. All right, y'all. I just made a reference of us being in a boat, y'all. Spirit, what do we need to do to make sure the boat does not capsize? Remain calm and stay connected. Stay connected came first, but I was already on the stay connected energy from, I think I posted that on the community tab yesterday. Maybe not. I think it was in Clubhouse. I think it was over on Clubhouse. I said, because I was told that myself, because I told you I didn't know if this was even personal, because I'm kind of going through my little whatever. But I'm not perfect, so there's that. Nobody is. But I did hear stay connected. Because I feel like whatever it is that you do, if you read, if you help people out, you volunteer, whatever that is spiritually, that you connect to source, that you're assisting someone else, keep doing that. Like, I even started out the reading with, I never want to get behind the camera if I'm not feeling 100%. But today was different. Like, there was like, okay, no, you need to put yourself aside. Don't worry about that. Just see what it is that needs to be known here. And I did just that. And I needed confirmation that this wasn't a personal reading for me. but it was for the collective, and I received that. So that just lets me know, y'all, whatever it is that you do to stay connected, that's going to be the winning energy here, because I feel like it is an energy that's trying to stop, prohibit us from connecting, you guys. Queen of Wands reverse. That energy is what's heavy right now. I'm hearing something about the crown chakra. So whatever it is, you guys, whatever nudges you get, if you're getting a nudge to cover yourself in dirt, go do it. I don't know what that means, but that's what I heard just now. I've not ever done that, but you know, if you have to get some dirt and sit in your bathtub and just sprinkle the dirt on you, I guess that would be equivalent. Covering yourself with the earth would be the reference. I guess that would be to ground yourself, but this is on another level though, with the covering yourself in dirt though. I don't know. I gotta see what that reference means, but that's what I was given just now. But you guys, yeah, that's what's going on right now, you guys. Cause there is some impending doom. I heard that loud and clear. I said it a few times in a reading, but you see it right here with the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords reversed and the Tower. The Queen of Wands is reversed, y'all, but the Justice card is on top of this situation. But I feel like that's the time for them to go hard in the paint. So maybe that's why you're feeling a little down or whatever, but just know that that is not, it's intended for you, but it's not yours to keep. You can definitely send that shit back. All right. RTS, return to sender all day. That's what we do, y'all. All right. Hope this helps.